Mayor Bain,
I'm here.
Vice Mayor Best,
Present.
Councilwoman Mitchell,
Here.
Councilman Zapata,
Here.
Councilman Pedranano.
Here.
Please stand for invocation. Councilwoman Mitchell.
Lord God, we thank you for the gathered together at a Miami Springs. So it is full of wisdom, productivity, and respect for one another. We thank you for your help in accomplishing our work and goals for the betterment of our residents and community. Amen.
Amen. We have the students from AIE to come up and say the pledge, lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Come right up here.
Yeah, but ask one.
I've been working on that since you
Gotcha.
since you were.
Since 10 o'clock this morning, I know.
Yeah, they. All right, all you students, the flag is this way.
Yep.
Right here. Turn around. Okay, put your right hand over your chest. You guys start. Whenever somebody starts. I pledge All right, very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Stay right there. We're going
I can't have
to ask you a few questions.
Can you turn around? Turn around, ladies.
Okay. Okay, you put your hands down. You can put your hands down. It's okay. I want your name, if you'd like to give me your name, and what you would like to, what you're studying for, what you would like to grow up to be.
My name is Noelia.
You don't know? That's okay. What grade are you in?
Second.
Second grade. And you?
Second.
Okay, what's your name?
Lily.
Lily. You got any idea what you're studying for to be?
A baker.
Oh, cool, cool. Donuts?
Yes.
Your name?
Emily.
Emily, what grade?
Second.
Second. And you have any idea what you want to grow up to be?
A gymnast.
A gymnast. Okay, you got the build for it. It'll be cool. Your name?
Andrea.
Andrea, and what grade?
Second.
And what would you like to grow up to be?
I don't know.
You don't know yet? That's okay. That's a good answer. You don't know yet.
Gigi.
Gigi, what grade are you in, Gigi?
Second.
Second grade. And what would you like to grow up to be?
I don't know.
Okay, nobody wants to be the mayor so far. It's okay.
My name is Pax. I'm in second grade, and I would like to be a scientist.
Very good. What kind of scientist and what field? Do you have any idea? I'll give you one after the meeting.
Yep.
Okay. You?
My name is Christopher. Second grade, I'll be fighter.
Firefighter. Cool. And you? Madison. And what would you like to be when you grow up? Don't know yet?
No.
Okay. What does IAG stand for? IE. IA. AIE.
Academy of International Education.
Say it louder.
Academy of International Education.
She knew that when she came in. Okay.
My name is Bella, and I'm in second grade, and I would like to be a professional pastry chef.
Good. Two bakers. And you?
My name is Olivia. I'm in second grade, and I want to be a baker.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Baker, too.
Let's go and take a picture.
Three bakers.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You got it. You're all right. Look at the camera.
You're center stage. Look up here.
Look at the camera.
Nobody's not looking at the camera.
Say cheese.
Cheese.
Good one.
All right. I got a little pin for you all. Stay right here. Here you go.
Oh,
I wasn't sitting there.
El niño. ¿En los niños ese?
I know,
Where he
right?
sits, right?
Right, yeah. Or the water bottles.
It's just kind of down here.
Oh, wow.
How did they get back there?
Hey. Serves him right.
Didn't get his chair.
That's okay. That's right. I've been wet all weekend, so it don't matter. We have a certificate of recognition for Ronnie and Anna Gonzalez for Yard of the Month. Are you here? It's a certification of recognition presented to, where's Ronnie? He's working on the lawn. That's what he's doing, right? Anna Gonzalez for 381 Navarro Drive, for their home being designated as Yard of the Month of May 2017. Congratulations. Okay. Would you like to say anything? Anything at all?
Thank you.
My skills are limited in terms of finding it.
Hey, what happened here?
The water spilled.
Okay. It's okay. Okay. All right, where are we at here? Yard of the Month. Okay, we have open forum. We have Dan Wells to speak first. Come on up.
Hi. Should I say my name and address and stuff?
You could say your name, but address is not necessary.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm Dan Wells. I live here in Miami Springs. I just
Nice. Okay, decent.
Geez, I was scared you're going to pull a duck out of there or
yeah,
something.
no.
I really.
I just was coming home the other night from South America, and we were coming in over Biscayne Bay, approaching Coconut Grove, where I used to live, and now I live in Miami Springs. And I was looking out the front window, and I realized that it was a beautiful shot of exactly why I moved here. And I know there's been a lot of discussion on the FAR and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, hey, this would make a great picture. So I took a picture out the window, and I had copies made, one for each of you.
Oh, wow.
So maybe in the future, when you all are discussing FARs and that kind of stuff, you can maybe look at this picture, and pictures,
Thank you.
you know, is worth 1,000 words. And I know there's a lot of debate.
Thank you
And
very much.
I'm not a Greek bearing a gift. So,
Thank you, sir.
so anyway, I love Miami Springs, and I hope we keep it beautiful.
Thank you very
very
much.
Thanks, man.
Well, it's a lot better than a duck. Thank you.
Look at this.
Wonderful.
Marvel Ruiz.
And thank you for the opportunity to address you all. My name is Mavel Ruiz. I've lived in Miami Springs for 11 years. My daughter is a teenager. She attends Miami Springs Senior High. And she's been president of the Anchor Club for the past 2 years, the only person in the 52-year history to have been president for 2 years. The Anchor Club, as I said, has been around for 52 years, as long as the high school. In that time, these students have contributed thousands upon thousands of community service hours to our community each year. This year alone, my child has contributed over 1,200 community service hours, along with many other students who contribute their community service hours. They financially and emotionally helped children and their families, but children who were struck with brain cancer. Instead of getting in trouble, these students make a positive and significant contribution year in and year out. Mrs. Madruga is the teacher that sponsors them at the high school, and Mrs. Kathy Doyle, which I assume most of you know, Mrs. Doyle has been their pilot club leader. The pilot club is made up of about a dozen, mostly ladies, who dedicate their time and who meet on a regular basis and help these students fundraise. They do car washes, they make things to sell, they contribute their weekends in many, many ways, such as in the Brain Walk. These students spend their hours after school almost every day preparing, right before competition, preparing for their annual competition in Orlando. And the Pilot Club makes that possible. They won 11 awards this year. Every year they are among the top students awarded, or top anchor club in the entire state. I don't know if you all know that. This year alone they won first place overall Anchor Service Award, first place Anchors for Kids, first place Brain Fitness and Health, first place Community Service, first place Environmental Project, first place Patriotism, first place Pick Me Up Award, third place Brain-Related Disorders, first place Spirit Award, third place Club Shirt, and third place Lip Sync Performance. It's something to see. They are really an amazing group of kids, and once the students graduate, Mrs. Doyle, more than anything, keeps the organization alive. So as I said, they deserve recognition. Mrs. Doyle has been involved with the Miami Springs Anchors for over 30 years. The dedication of these students and of Mrs. Doyle and Mrs. Madruga and all the Pilot Club members enrich our community. They help us raise our children. They help raise future public servants, and they help us parents in raising amazing young adults. Please honor in whatever way you can these champions, these Anchor Club members, and these Anchor Club faithfuls that keep this organization going. And that was it. Thank you for your time.
If you could, your information, give it to the city clerk, and maybe we'll set something up where we can do something for them. Think about what we can put together.
That'll be
for 'em.
awesome.
Okay.
They really do deserve it.
All right.
They graduate June 8th, I believe, so it'd be nice if we could do it,
Okay.
before then.
You got
Thank
it.
you for
Thank
your
you.
time. I'll give you my card.
We have the honor of Mr. Joe Bonasy here tonight.
Wow.
Come on up.
You're going to sit there and talk.
I'm starting to get old.
Joe, you never get old.
Thank you. My name is Joe Bonasy. I live in Miami Springs for 65 years, I think 66, anyway. 25 years ago, I was appointed to the Personnel Board. And in that time, we've only had 3 personnel problems. And then when we did meet Jan Seiden, the former attorney, he would gather us together and let us know exactly what our duties were, which were apart from the council, but believe it or not, you had no control over us. And I'm just wondering if the board is still active, or am I still on the board, or did you throw me off, or whatever happened? And I don't know I didn't know who to call. Jan Seiden is gone, so I didn't want to put that on Alonzo. I don't know if you all know the answer.
I don't. I mean, we'll have to find out.
Yeah, the Civil Service Board, is still active. The problem is we haven't used it in years because we don't have any employee issues. But Juan Garcia in Erica's city clerk's office, he handles the boards.
Okay.
So you might want to talk to him.
I'm not. Please, I'm going to wait until somebody contacts me.
Hopefully we won't.
I
think
didn't
he's
know
on
who
it.
to
I think
call.
he's
That's
still
why
on it.
I'm
Yeah, I
here.
remember.
Really.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Bonasy. That concludes tonight's open forum. I thank you all for coming. Get that information to the clerk, and we'll try to figure out something. All right, we have the approval of council minutes, April 24, 2017, a regular meeting. Entertain a motion.
Through the chair, motion to move.
Any discussion? Call the vote, please.
Vice Mayor Best?
Aye.
Councilman Mitchell?
Yes.
Councilman Zapata?
Yes.
Councilman Petrolanda? Mayor Bain?
Yes. We have the report from the Board of Adjustments. That's 6A. We have to approve the actions taken in the meeting of May 1st, 2017. The subject of appeal is 10 days, so I hope everybody read what was going on there, and I need a motion to approve the minutes.
Through the chair, you have it, sir.
Call a vote.
Vice Mayor Best?
Aye.
Councilman Mitchell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zapata?
Yes.
Councilman Petrolanda? Yes. Mayor Bain?
Yes. Number 7, public hearings, none. 8, consent agenda, none. We don't have any old business. New business. A resolution.
10A is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Miami Springs establishing rates for collection of garbage, trash, and recycling for residential and commercial customers within the City of Miami Springs, providing for an effective date. In accordance with Resolution 2009-3448, the administration requests approval of a 0.78% increase in sanitation recycling fees, which is the fiscal year 16-17 increase that was assessed to us by the county for disposal and recycling fees. In accordance with paragraph C of the annual cost of living adjustments in the rate chart approved under Resolution 2009-3448 by this council, the administration requests approval to increase our sanitation rate from the current 50.79 cents per month to $51.20 per month, and our recycling fee from $2.75 to $2.77 per month, effective October 1st, 2017. If council approves this increase, we're attaching the required resolution for their approval.
Okay, a motion?
Through the chair, motion to move the item.
Second, discussion.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Mr. Manager, I'm just curious, I noticed that this time the increase is
0.78.
0.78, which is minimal. But the year before, last fiscal year, it looks like it was 2.3.
We had, the last increase was fiscal year 15-16 for 2.3%. That's what the county assessed. This current year we're on, there was no increase. So this increase will take effect October of next year, of 17.
And the year before that, before this 15-16, how much was the increase then?
Let me check. The last increase for 13-14 was 1.7%.
It was 1.7, that was 13-14, and then 14-15 was what?
Yeah.
15-16 was a 2.3.
2.3. Then this year there was nothing.
So 13-14 was 1.7, what about?
14-15 was a 2.3, and then 16-17 there was, no, wait a minute. 1.7 took
13,
effect
14.
October of 13. 13-14 was 1.7.
And then 2.3 was 15-16.
Correct.
So what was 14-15?
Let me see. There was no increase in 13-14.
And then this year it's less than 1, right?
Right.
Okay? Call the vote.
Vice Mayor Best?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mitchell?
Yes.
Councilman Zapata?
Yes.
Councilman Petrolanda? Yes. Mayor Bain?
Yes. Okay, we go to B, 10B.
10B, this is a resolution of the mayor and the city council. I just lost mine. Resolution of the mayor and the city council of the city of Miami Springs, Florida, approving a proposal from Florida Metro Construction Company for emergency underground fuel tank repairs in an amount not to exceed $50,000, authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract consistent with the proposal and to expend budgeted funds, directing the city manager to seek reimbursement from the city's property insurance carrier for the emergency repairs, providing for an implementation and providing for an effective date. This is a recommendation of Public Works, that council authorize the issuance or execution of a contract with Florida Metro. Emergency repairs to excavate, inspect, and restore the underground fuel tank at the Public Works facility. Water was found in the tank, and upon inspection, a crack was found on the inner shell of the tank itself. The city is in the process of putting in an insurance reimbursement claim to cover the expenses. Should the insurance not cover the entire cost, the difference will need to come from fund balance. Staff will advise council if this is the case. Either way, it's something that is needed because at the current time, what we're doing is getting gas at the local service station. And Tom is here if you have any specific questions. We've already been in contact with Durham. They've been out there to ensure that there was no contamination outside the tank. It was all internal. But it's something that we need to do.
I have a question of Tom. Tom, thanks for being here. Just quickly, what is the interval of schedule inspections on things of this nature?
The tanks are inspected annually. We
They are.
actually just a few weeks ago had one of our annual inspections. We passed everything. We just, for some reason, on April 27th, I came in, the alarms were sounding, and we had got notification through the police department that we had 3 vehicles down. Upon my review of the Vita root system that we have, it just alarmed that we had a water breach in the tank.
But the schedule is annually, is what you're saying?
Correct.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead.
This was, the tank's being replaced?
The tank is going to be repaired. It's a dual wall system, and the inner wall, for some reason, breached. There's a liquid brine solution that separates the 2 tanks, and that brine solution is what actually seeped into the fuel. They're going to go in and see if there's some form of a patch or repair, or if they're going to reline the tank. No, this tank was installed, I believe, sometime in 1998, so it's approximately 19 years old. I'm not sure what the long-term overall longevity is of this particular tank, so I don't know what the lifespan should be. We have 2, one for diesel and one for unleaded. The unleaded fuel.
What's your estimate on time? Have it fixed.
If we pass this tonight, I should have this staff ready by Tuesday, tomorrow, or Wednesday to start excavating. Once they get the tank opened up, the manufacturer is actually going to come in. They'll do an assessment, they'll clean the tank, and then see what is going to need to be done to make the repair. Hopefully this whole thing, soup to nuts, will be just a couple of weeks.
Okay. Go ahead.
Tom, could you find out what the expected lifespan is for these tanks? So if we're nearing that or past it, we can start considering that in our budget?
Yes. I'll have a little bit more of that information once the manufacturer actually comes in. Correct. Correct. Right now, preliminary, we're looking at the $50,000 for the excavation. This is going to cover the excavation. There's components that are part of this system that once they are removed, they cannot be reused. So that's going to cover the cost of some of the equipment that has to be reinstalled, and then the restoration. As far as what it's going to cost us for the actual repair, they're looking at somewhere around $8,000, whether it's to reline or do some form of a repair inside. I'm not sure yet until they get in the tank.
So we're looking at it, I'm sorry, you're looking at 8,000 to do the patch work on the tank, and then the excavation, you said how much
Is
is that?
approximately 50,000.
Let me ask you, does it make more sense to continue the system you have now rather than repairing this?
Well, I was looking at an above-ground 10,000 gallon split tank system, and that would require quite a few things to happen. We'd have to remove both tanks from the ground. A lot of DERM requirements there. Preliminary price that I received was $330,000 for an above-ground system. I do not know what it would cost to have these two tanks pulled and replaced with similar tanks. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Do you foresee them excavating and saying, hey, we got to change these tanks?
No, I don't think so.
You don't
No.
foresee that?
No.
All right, and where are you getting the fuel now, from the gas station next?
Correct.
That's not feasible to continue doing that, or?
No, it's actually costing us more money for the outside services. We're under a contract through Miami-Dade County, and we're actually saving approximately 75 cents a gallon with our internal fuel system. Plus, we get reimbursements through the state and other programs for the services that we currently are getting.
All right, thank you, Tom. That's all I have, Mayor.
So right now, the amount will exceed 50,000.
Yes.
Why are we asking for 50 if we might exceed that?
Well, 50,000 is the first part for the excavation. Once the company gets in there, the manufacturer, and we know what the amount is, I'll come back to you. But again, all of this is going to be part of the insurance claim.
Okay.
William, you foresee the insurance company picking up some of the costs?
I
Yes.
believe so.
Through the chair, Tom, was it half full or half empty when this breach occurred?
We had 2,700 gallons of fuel in there at the time of the loss.
Okay.
And that tank usually holds about 8,000 gallons.
8,000?
Correct. Well, the same morning after I made the initial emergency call to Advanced Petroleum for the protocol that I have to follow, I immediately had a service come in and pump that product out because I did not want to have an exterior breach. I didn't know at the time what was going on, but evidence from the police vehicles that were pulled back into the yard, that fuel was a loss.
Any
And
other
we had no
questions?
permanent damage to the vehicles. We were able to turn two of them around rather quickly, and one it took us about a day and a half to get it back to them.
Good.
And police also derive their fuel from that source, correct?
Correct.
Anything else? A motion, please.
Motion to move agenda item 10B.
Call the vote.
Vice Mayor Best?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mitchell? Yes. Councilwoman Zapata?
Yes.
Councilman Petrolanda?
Yes.
Mayor Bay?
Yes. We go to 10C, an ordinance, first reading.
10C is an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Miami Springs, Florida, extending a temporary moratorium on the acceptance, review, approval, or issuance of any land development permits as the term is defined in Florida Statutes Section 163, 3164, 16, business tax receipts, or any other license or permit for the establishment or operation of dispensing facilities within the City of Miami Springs engaged in the on-site distribution, sale, delivery, or retail of low THC cannabis, medical cannabis, or cannabis delivery devices pursuant to Sections 381.986 and 499.0295 of the Florida statutes for an additional period of 180 days from the effective date of this ordinance in order to provide the city with an opportunity to review and enact regulations governing the establishment and operation of dispensing facilities, providing for penalties for violations hereof, providing for implementation, repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, providing for a severability clause, and providing for an effective date. As you know, we passed this 6 months ago, and it expired in April, so we're seeking another 6-month extension.
Have you done anything about?
I believe Chris and Dan Espino are working on it, but Dan was telling me I think we're waiting for the state to issue their final regulations, which are coming in June.
No,
Sometime in June and July.
yeah, through the chair, I don't believe that the state's doing anything on this.
Right,
It's my
they
information
dropped-
from
they dropped
Tallahassee.
the ball on this.
They're just going to leave it as it was going in.
Correct, and my understanding is that the Department of Health may be taking some action before July 3rd.
Right.
And so we're gonna wait for them to see what comes down through them, and then that'll give us time to craft something specific to our city.
I think we had talked about where is it that we want to locate it and those kind of, things. We can start moving on those items. Do we need to wait for the state? Or we can say we want these things to happen not by a school, not by a church? This is, I thought we were going with this.
Well, I think the reason that we were waiting for the state and the reason that the moratorium became even an issue at all, that we had to deal with it 6 months ago, was because the state was going to formulate a process about how this was going to happen. And they were just waiting, and the purpose of the moratorium was for us to have something ready when that hit. And apparently, based on the legislative session, nothing's going to happen.
It's also to protect the city from anybody coming up to want to do this.
Right.
We're putting a moratorium. And frankly, the state broke the law. They didn't
Right.
come up with the situation of how they wanted to be distributed, and they kind of fumbled the ball there.
They're talking about the government might pull back Congress back out to Tallahassee to take this up because they didn't do their job.
They're supposed to have done it in 60 days after election, but.
And they have not
or
done it.
6 months.
Well,
So
I
it's
didn't.
okay,
I didn't.
anyway.
I didn't hear what the result was this afternoon. But at 2:43 this afternoon, they were supposed to vote on the budget and send it to Scott. So
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know if that happened. I didn't hear the news.
A motion?
Motion to move agenda item 10C.
Second,
Let's get a second, we'll discuss.
you have it, sir.
Okay, discussion.
Well, I was wondering, can we ask the chief if he has anything he wants to say? Because the purpose of the moratorium is to give us time to start looking at things so that when it does come down. So I think we all need to.
Well, I think the purpose of the moratorium is that, but I don't know if we don't know what the law of what they're gonna tell us how to do it. I don't know if we should I don't know if we, get started on something that we don't even know how they want us to do it. So I think that's why the moratorium, and also to protect the city from the law that's been voted on, but there's no law on how to distribute it, so that's what it is, but.
Mayor, but it's also, I think, gives us some breathing room to start formulating some ideas, get some thoughts on it, get some information on it. So I was wondering if the chief would like to talk, to just give us his input on.
Well, I can tell you that the Dade County Chiefs of Police Association is actually taking a look at how we're going to address it from a law enforcement perspective. The chief that's running this is Chief Dan Oates from Miami Beach, because having come from Colorado, where it's already in effect, he's been through it. So he's been meeting with the legislature on a regular basis and formulating what we as law enforcement are going to do or recommend to the legislature, so that if we do stop a car and somebody claims they have medical marijuana, well, what is the process where they legally have the right to have the medical marijuana? So in essence, it's really kind of up in the air for us right now also, until we get some more concrete direction from the legislature. So.
And do you have any thoughts on, as far as location, facilities? Because I think what we're gonna have to vote on eventually is where.
The location. Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, I would go along with not having it obviously in any close proximity to schools or churches or things of that nature, daycares. So the only places that I can think of is maybe along 36th Street off the top of my head.
Abraham Track, maybe?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else? Call the vote.
Vice Mayor Best?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mitchell? Yes. Councilwoman Zapata?
Yes.
Councilman Petrolanda?
Yes.
Mayor Bain?
Yes. Okay, we have the D10D, consideration of the Borden Park and Parkways recommendation for nominees of Yard of the Month, June, July, and August. I'll entertain a motion to approve or
Motion.
not approve.
Motion to move agenda item 10D.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the vote.
Vice Mayor Best?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mitchell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zapata?
Yes.
Councilman Petrolando?
Yes.
Mayor Bay?
Yes. That's the end of our meeting right now. so
Unbelievable. How did this,
Anything-
Bill, how did this happen?
I don't know. City must be running really nice.
It is.
Anything from the city attorney tonight?
Oh, Mayor. Thank you.
I have something I'd like to discuss.
Okay, we're gonna go to the manager.
Right, but just don't forget me.
It's city council, everything. I won't forget you. You're right here. City attorney, anything? I mean, city manager?
Just a couple of things, as an update. I wanted to extend my condolences to two members of our senior center family that we've lost in the last week. I know Karen has done a great job in dealing with the sentiments of her seniors, and I know she's bringing in a grief counselor this week to help them out. Again, my condolences go out to both families. I think it's a very, very tough time, and again, I want to thank Karen for her great work dealing with her seniors. There's another issue, I guess, Ms. Zapata, you'll bring it up later. You want me to bring it up now, or
Which one?
about the timing?
Yeah, I have something else to discuss, but yeah, you can bring that up.
Just to clear up some misconceptions that are out in the public, one of the seniors that had an incident at the aquatic center, it was said that it took our fire rescue 35 minutes to respond to that incident, and I provided all of you with the 9/11 call logs where it shows that our police were there within a minute of getting the call. And the first fire rescue was there within 9 minutes of receiving the call. But that person was already getting medical attention, CPR, by police and by our lifeguards before the emergency responders arrived. So I just wanted to clear that up, that there were people, the rescue was there within 9 minutes. And like I said, police was there within 3 or 4 minutes of the incident happening. So I just wanted to clear that up. Then I just want to bring up May 17th, we're having driver's license renewal at the community center again from 9:30 to 2:30. Ethics training for elected officials here in council chambers at 6:30 p.m. on the 17th. And May 18th, the spring concert, Golden Sound Band and Guard, 7 p.m. at the Rebecca Sosa Theater, and admission is free for that. And again, on May 17th, we also have the visit here from Congressman Diaz-Balart's office here in council chambers at 11 a.m. And that's all, right? That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay. Councilwoman Mitchell, anything from you tonight?
Well, I did have something I wanted to, and I'm not sure if we need to do it here or as far as the open forum. I requested that before the open forum, if the city clerk or someone could read a brief paragraph explaining to the citizens in the audience the purpose of the open forum is, because I think sometimes persons who speak are kind of disappointed or confused as to why we don't take that up and continue a discussion with that. So just to explain to them that we're here to listen to them, but since it's not an agenda item, that we're not going to be discussing it. Do we need to renew that hearing, or can we just ask to put that in from now on at the beginning?
Well, that's something council can, we can either, I know Eric has been working with Dan on the language, and
Okay, so that'll be for the next meeting? Oh. Speaking of that, I will be out of town for the next meeting. I have a conference that was already, out-of-town conference. This was decided back in October. So I'll be in San Diego. Is it possible to teleconference or anything on?
I think we have that.
Miss the meeting? Has that ever been set up?
No, we don't have anything like that.
You can call in.
We'll take care of it for you.
We'll take care of it. don't worry.
We'll take care of it for you. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
For you.
We'll be fine. Councilwoman Zapata?
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's it? One.
Oh.
One more thing.
I just wanted to say memorial for our fallen police officer. And I wanted to thank all the volunteers and Patty and her whole group that set it up and all the officers that participated. And the Pelican Playhouse that I went by and saw first part of it, and I'm going to see the second part on Sunday.
You're a good councilwoman.
Was wonderful. We're really lucky to have the Pelican Playhouse as part of our community. Thank you.
Okay, first I do want to thank William for his response to, I did contact him about the perceived time that it had taken for that incident from the seniors, and he was extremely sensitive and responded right away like everything else, so I thank you for that. What I wanted to bring up is that today we went ahead and we approved the minutes of the Adjustments Board, and it's fine that we, I guess that's customary that we come and we approve not just the minutes, but in essence what we're approving are the actions that were taken at that meeting. And in doing that, it leaves it very invisible to anyone else here as to what those actions were. And because I did read the minutes in detail and I did go to all of the properties, the addresses where decisions were made and variances were granted, I was a bit taken aback because one of the properties on 29 Palmetto Drive, right adjacent to the circle, the variance is going to permit them to build 4 stories right now. 4 stories constitutes 12 apartment buildings that will in essence translate to minimally 24 cars. So when we talk about density and we talk about FAR and we talk about the concerns of this community, we've totally left that out. So now I don't want to leave here tonight without saying that I understand when I was campaigning and canvassing why so many people felt that there was not enough transparency as far as city council. And so I would like to recommend, if we can, maybe place it on the next as an item, but I would like to revisit how we do this. I would like that if we're going to approve minutes or actions taken by a board, that we do share them in this meeting so it is completely transparent and that the community knows exactly what we're approving. Because for me, having spoken to so many people in the community and saying what my platform was and what I stand for, it seems like I'm sort of going against it right now by approving this. So I'm concerned, and that's not the only one I was concerned about, but it's an action already taken.
No, it's not. You can appeal it. You can be the one to appeal it.
I'm totally.
It's a 10-day appeal period.
That's true. That's right.
It's not out of protocol that a
I am
city
totally
council
taken
person,
aback.
I remember Mr. Dotson appealed from the board.
Good.
It's 10 days, and then you have to make your case to the city council and why you feel that it's not appropriate, why they would give the variance.
I have pictures that I took today at the circle at 5 o'clock. I have pictures of the actual building, and it's a gridlock. I don't know if you put 24 more cars there where they're going to go, and the house, the view of that street, which is all residential, even the neighbor next door has a big no parking sign. And so I'm wondering, is this put out to who when these variances, are they put out in the paper? Are they put out to the person next door? Because this, it seems to me, is not just like a boat that's parked too close to a fence. This is an issue where it's going to affect the entire community.
Can we see the pictures?
May I
As a-
respond? I mean, may I add something to Councilwoman Zapata's comment? I noticed in reading the minutes, and I agree with what she's saying, in reading the minutes that the person, the owner, the property, at the board meeting said that he believes that the proposed project is a perfect transition from the central business area to the commercial and residential community. And it seemed like everyone else on the board also thought it was a great idea because it's kind of a transitional from one to the other. Do we have a master plan or anything that, identifies these areas so that ahead of time we can decide if we want an area to be transitional or not? Because I think that's a huge issue to identify something as, oh, this is transitional each time it's been proposed for transition.
I'm wondering if that house next door knows it's transitional.
Well, it's transitional in concept. They're just using the words, but I don't know if we have like a master plan where it kind of identifies what.
Just by district, by residential, you know, how it's coded. I mean,
We have the comprehensive plan.
There is nothing near the circle. It's 4 stories high. And if you go look at that building, it's already 2. 4 stories with residents next.
Again, if this concerns you that much and you want to change it, you can go ahead, call the attorney, do an appeal. You have 10 days. This was done on the 17th.
Right.
You have 10 days. You can appeal it, and then it comes to the city council, and the city council would hear it and make a decision on whether to do what the board said they wanted to do, or we can reverse it.
Then I
That's
definitely would like to appeal if I have that option. I'm sorry that I went with it. Thought I was approving minutes initially and realized that I'm approving the actions, and I don't know that I
But
can
if you-
sleep tonight if I approve those
You could
actions.
have voted no on it.
I could have.
Yeah, you could have voted no.
And
but
I
it's your-
try to be perfect, but I'm not, so
you-
I didn't.
No, but I'm just saying, I don't know the procedure of how you go about it, but you could contact the clerk or the attorney, and there's documents I think she'd have to fill out, and she can appeal it to the city council, and you can make your case of why you don't want it to be done.
So please inform me, and I'm ready to appeal.
Mara, if I might mention, sometimes these actions that are taken by adjustment, relative to the zoning, to what it is with R1 or that kind of thing, if it improves a site that exists, if it improves it, and if in the opinion of the board and the members, and I'm not speaking to who they are or anything, it doesn't matter, but if in their opinion they feel that it is an enhancement to the city rather than a degradation, they will approve it for that reason.
No, I certainly understand that point, and I can understand trying to improve the site. I just don't think that 4 stories are necessary unless someone is benefiting somehow from it.
Yeah. Well,
Through the mayor, may I add one? I think this is why that workshop on the boards is so important, because it'll give us a chance to clarify these issues with the boards, of what they should be looking at, what limits we might want to impose upon them, what I guess security checks. Security's not the word I'm looking for, but kind of what checks and balances we want to have with the boards before they make final approvals on things, and then we just get them as an agenda item. So I think that would be a great opportunity to do that.
Well, in addition to that discussion, which I think is very important, I think that the manner in which it's presented once the decision is made needs to be more transparent in terms of what happens here in the city council.
Well, that's why we're here, and that's why you can appeal it. That's why you could have voted on it.
So
way you
I'm
wanted
stating
to.
that I'm appealing it. Is there anything
Right.
else I need to do?
Yeah, you're gonna have to fill out some
I'll
paperwork.
fill out. I'll be here.
You're gonna have to appeal it.
Okay.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
Councilman Petrolanga?
I have nothing.
Councilman Best?
Thank you, Bill. I'd like to just go back to what the manager had said earlier relative to one of the members at the senior center. She happened to be the grandmother of my daughter's fiance. And I looked into that as well, and I thought the city handled it as best they could, and just for the record, so does the family. So,
Right.
secondly, we just finished the first week at the Playhouse with the Iliad and the Odyssey. Councilwoman Mitchell made an appearance. Hopefully the rest of you will, and you guys out there as well. It's a really, really good piece. And I think you'd be proud of the city for putting it on, and certainly Ralph Wakefield and Nancy Jones. Friday night, Saturday night, 7:30, and the finale's 2:00 with the matinee on Sunday. Thank you, Mayor.
I would like to say to everybody, we won't meet, so I wish everybody happy Mother's Day, all the mothers in this city who take care of us and have taken care of us. And everybody have a good week, and this meeting's adjourned.